Welcome to Sunshine Art and Drawing. As per a request from one of my viewers, Pretty Nails, I'm doing a bit of a review between the dual-ended Crayola adult colouring in pencil set, and I'm comparing these against the regular Crayola classic coloured pencils. Now, this is my own set that I've purchased. Both of these are purchased by me. This is not a sponsored video or anything like that. And I wanted this myself. I was wanting to know whether or not it's worth, having a set of the dual-ended, or whether the Crayola coloured pencils is a good enough set on its own, and whether it's worth it just for like a few extra colours. Now, I've set out these trays as best I can in the colour order that they are shown in the swatches and on the back of the packet. This full set cost $12. The set of the dual-ended pencils cost $7. Those are both in Australian dollars. And on this page, the top of the page, I have swatched the dual-ended pencils all the way from the first to the last pencil. On the bottom of the page, I've done the same thing in as best a similar order as I can. I'm going to take a scan of this page, and I'll pop a link to it in the comments, so if you want to take a bit of a closer look and a zoom in, you can. And on the left-hand side of the page, I have sort of put my thoughts, pros and cons of each pencil, and really whether it's worth it. Now, in the dual-ended set, the colours that you receive that are different from the classic set are orchid, navy blue, lime green, turquoise and salmon. And in the classic coloured pencil set, instead you get mahogany, yellow orange, jade green, light blue and pink. In both sets you get a blue and a green, but in the dual-ended set it's more of a pastel coloured blue and green, and then a much more like primary colour standout blue and green in the classic set. Now, the difference is that the dual-ended set are an adult set because they're much softer. Because the leads are much softer, it means they break a lot easier. You have to pack them carefully. They are very weak. You'll find that some of the pencils are just broken all the way through. Even though I had them packed carefully in a tin, they still broke all the way through. Some of them are sharpened down to nubs because every time I sharpen them they break again. The other part is that they will roll off the table. Both of the sets do that, but I seem to feel like the dual-ended pencils seem to roll off the table easier. I'm not sure why that is. I think it's because both ends are sharpened. The full-size set of classic colours are strong. Even when I'm pressing really hard, they don't break. They're made for kids, so it's obvious that they made them quite strong. They put quite a tough core in the centre, which does make the pencils a little more scratchier. They don't blend as well, but that's what you get for a stronger pencil. I can kind of understand you've got to give something to make the pencil stronger, and that means they have to remove a bit more of the softening agents that make it more blendable. The other thing that I can recommend is if you already have the set of the classic colours but you don't want to take that set out because you're worried about losing them, then grabbing a set of the dual-ended pencils might be worth it, especially if you can get them on sale. Have a bit of a look at the pencil set before you get it. If it's been crushed in any way or knocked about, grab another packet. They will be broken all the way through. The other thing is that it is a bit of a false economy buying the set of dual-ended pencils. For every pencil you only get half of each colour. So if you're using a colour a lot, you will sharpen down to the centre quite quickly. I've done that with a few of my pencils. Here you can see one of the yellow pencils. It's not even 2/3 the length, and I've got two colours there that I'm using. The colours themselves are slightly more pastel than the classic colours, they're more of a brighter colour. Those are both marked as yellow, and as you can see, the left hand one, the jewel colour, is a more pastel, and the standard yellow is much more of a bright primary colour. And you can see it's sort of halfway. I'm just going to grab a full length pencil and show you it up against the blue and green here, which is a pencil I haven't used as much, so you can see it's nearly full length. Again, you only get half the pencil. So in my recommendation, I recommend getting the Crayola classic coloured pencils. It is much more worth your money. Other than that, unless you want a travel set or you want the pencils to be more easier to blend, then I can see you wanting the dual-ended set, but only for those two reasons. And that was my review of the dual-ended pencils versus the standard set of coloured pencils. If you want to see my full review of the dual-ended pencils, I will link that below. Have a sunshiny day. Thanks for watching.